Yo, this one right here? I might get blackballed for even telling y'all this, but screw it. What I just uncovered about Kay Flock's real prison release date has the whole Bronx whispering, and trust me, it's not what they've been telling y'all in interviews, blogs, or even the courts. I got eyes on sealed paperwork, late night IG lives that got mysteriously deleted, and I spoke to someone who was actually on that prison call when Kay dropped a message that low-key shook the industry. Now look, the internet's running wild right now saying Kay Flock coming home in 2026, but why is there a private message thread floating around that shows a Columbia Records exec panicking over the exact month he's dropping? Why did one of his day one homies suddenly go ghost after leaking something he wasn't supposed to say in that Twitch stream? And here's what's even crazier. Some fans think this whole 2026 release announcement is a setup to distract from a betrayal happening inside his own circle. Allegedly, but I'm telling y'all, this story is way deeper than just a release date. There's hidden alliances, backdoor label deals, and someone close to Kay who may have flipped behind closed doors. And the moment Kay finds out, the streets might not be the same. We got screenshots, we got voice notes, we got receipts that could blow this whole thing up. And when I tell you the Bronx is about to erupt when they hear who might have sold Kay out for a solo bag, yeah, buckle up. This one's about to get real messy. It all started with a simple tweet, just 5 words, Kay Flock touching down 2026. No date, no context, no source. But somehow, that tweet hit the timeline like a grenade. It wasn't even from a verified account, but within minutes, the post had over 100,000 likes, and every blog from Rap Daily to Academics had picked it up. At first, fans were hyped. People were reposting old clips of Kay Wilden in the booth, yelling, "Free the Flock," like it was 2021 again. But the deeper you looked, the weirder it got. The original tweet was deleted less than an hour after it went up. Then, mysteriously, an old friend of Kay's, who we'll just call Twin-O for now, went on IG Live that same night. He didn't say much, just mumbled something like, "Y'all really believe everything you see online? They lying to y'all? This industry fake?" Then he ended the live with no warning. Comments flooded in. Who lying? What you mean? That's when people started digging. And what they found raised way more questions. See, back in December 2025, Kay's legal team filed an unpublicized motion under seal. You won't find this in any blog. I only found out because someone close to the paperwork slid me a screenshot after a dicey phone call at 3 a.m. I won't say their name, but they said, the release date ain't what y'all think. They trying to spin this 2026 story to cool the streets off. Make people forget what's really going on. When I asked what that meant, the line went dead. No callback, nothing, just static. At the same time, fans noticed something strange. Kay's sister deleted every post that mentioned his possible return home. One fan claimed she posted a story with the caption, "Archie, be careful who you trust when your brother's names start making people money." But by the time most people saw it, it was already gone. Still, screenshots don't lie, and one in particular had a location tag, Manhattan Detention Complex, and the date, January 19th, 2026. Now here's where it gets wild. Around that same time, a burner Instagram account started dropping DMs supposedly between Kay's label rep and another Bronx rapper who used to run in the same circles. In the messages, the label rep says, "Once Flock out, you back on the shelf, play your part while you can." The Bronx rapper just replies, "I already did." That one sentence got the internet spiraling. Did he do something? Did he say something? What part did he play? Then boom, DJ Drowski posts a cryptic tweet. Not everybody who says free him really mean it. Some of them just scared of what he gon' say when he touched down. Fans were already suspicious, but now they were in full-blown conspiracy mode. People started posting screenshots of interviews from 2023 and 2024 where certain artists dodged questions about Kay. Even B-Lovey, who's usually loyal, looked uncomfortable in a resurfaced Breakfast Club clip when asked about Kay's situation. Behind the scenes, multiple sources confirmed there's tension brewing between Kay's OG camp and some of the newer Bronx drill faces who blew up while he was locked. One source told me, they ate off his name for years, features, shoutouts, even beefs that had nothing to do with them. But now that he's really coming back, folks getting nervous. They know Kay don't forget. When I asked if anyone from his own label was involved, the source just sighed and said, Watch who ain't posted the flyer. That'll tell you everything. And they weren't lying. When a fake Welcome Home K Flock flyer started circulating, several Bronx artists reposted it with hearts and emojis, but not a single person from his label commented, liked, or acknowledged it. Even his old producer, who gave him one of his biggest beats, posted a video of him in the studio, casually playing a track with a suspiciously similar flow. Only the voice wasn't K's. Meanwhile, K's team stayed quiet. Too quiet. No official confirmation. No press release. No legal statement. Just silence. That's when a Clubhouse room popped up titled K Flock Release Date Capped. It filled with 5,000 listeners in under 10 minutes. Someone claiming to be close to his legal team got on mic and said, "They told y'all 2026 to keep people calm. He might be home way sooner, or he might not be coming home at all." The whole room went silent. One moderator asked, "What you mean? Y'all playing with his name?" The person responded, "Look up who just changed their statement last month." Then they dipped out. Hold up, who changed their statement? That's when fans discovered a court document buried on a legal site from early January 2026. One of the original witnesses in K's case reportedly recanted parts of their testimony. No major outlet covered it, no blog picked it up. It just slipped under the radar, but people in the know, they saw it, and they started whispering that this 2026 release date could be a smokescreen while K's legal team prepares for something way bigger. And then came the voicemail, a snippet of a recorded phone call, or allegedly from K himself, leaked on Twitter. In it, you can hear him say, "I know who folded. I know who's eating off my name. I ain't saying nothing yet, but when I touch, it's up." Fans argued over the audio. Some said it was AI. Others said the tone, the pauses, the emotion. It had to be real. One thing's for sure. If K really knows who switched up, we're looking at a massive fallout the second he steps out. But there's one thing nobody can deny. Every move, every post, every silence right now is being calculated. Someone is pulling strings. And the industry, they know K coming home is about to shift the power structure in New York all over again. And yet, the question still hangs in the air. Is K Flock really coming home in 2026? Or is that just what they want us to believe? Before the real story explodes. 2 days after the voicemail leaked, chaos hit the timeline. The clip was only 12 seconds, but it spread like wildfire. Blogs reposted it with fire emojis, fans made reaction videos on TikTok, and Bronx pages lit up with theories. But then, just as fast as it dropped, it vanished. DMCA strikes hit every re-upload. Twitter accounts got suspended. Even Reddit mods started deleting threads. One user posted, "I got hit with a takedown for posting a prison call? Who got this much power?" That's when people realized someone behind the scenes was working overtime to bury this story. But the internet don't forget. A few smart fans had already screen recorded the call and started breaking it down frame by frame. They noticed something almost no one caught the first time. A voice in the background whispering, "You gotta chill, bro." Yo, they listening. Fans started speculating, was that someone from K's camp? A CEO, a label rep, and why would they be warning him not to speak? At the same time, Instagram got messy. A verified model who used to post with K back in 2022 suddenly popped up on live crying. Her exact words, "He told me they was trying to block his calls. He told me he ain't even know half the stuff going on out here. But when he find out who been moving shady, it's gonna get ugly." People in the comments started spamming names. She didn't confirm anything, just looked into the camera and said, "Y'all gon' see soon. Just remember who been loyal." Then she ended the live and deactivated her account the next morning. Meanwhile, someone leaked K's commissary logs. Yeah, you read that right, his commissary. And it showed a huge deposit, $25,000, from a name nobody recognized. Not family, not management, not his co-defendants. Just a weird LLC tied to a downtown Brooklyn address. Conspiracy TikTok went full detective mode. Some claimed it was hush money. Others said it was a setup. A few even suggested it was someone trying to gain favor before K got out, like securing protection early. Nobody could confirm anything, but that mysterious deposit sent the streets into full paranoia. Then came the first public response from someone with real weight. D Thang, fresh off his new deal with Republic, tweeted, "Loyalty ain't a game. Some of y'all playing both sides like it ain't consequences." He didn't tag anyone, but fans knew exactly what he was implying. Comments were flooded with K's name. And just like that, D-Thang's next few posts were strictly business, tour dates, music, nothing personal, like somebody told him to cool it down, but it was already too late. The fire was lit. Clubhouse rooms exploded with people arguing about what D-Thang meant. A known industry A&R jumped into one and said, "Y'all not hearing me. That 2026 date? It's not official. That's PR talk. Legal moves being made right now to get K out way earlier." When someone pressed him for proof, he paused and said, "Ask yourself why the feds ain't pushing back harder lately. This case been shifting quietly. Watch." That same night, another curveball hit. An old producer who used to work with K posted a snippet from the studio tagging another Bronx rapper, a name closely linked to K pre-lockup. The snippet, an unreleased K-Flock verse from 2021, laid over a brand new beat. On no clearance, no permission, just vibes. Comments lit up. "This disrespectful. Did K approve this?" The tagged rapper replied with a cryptic, "Clear it with the family." That one line, it triggered a wave of accusations, because now people were asking, who is the family? Is that K's blood, his label, his old crew? A lot of people had been throwing that word around, but the alliances didn't match up anymore. Screenshots started circulating of DM convos showing rappers claiming to be family while sending diss emojis behind closed doors. One fan account dropped a carousel of IG stories, each showing a Bronx rapper dissing someone they used to collab with. All of this blew up the next morning when K's blood cousin, let's call her Mealy, went off on Twitter. She posted, "Keep my cousin name out y'all songs if y'all ain't checking on his mom. Y'all fronting for views. We see it. He see it." That tweet alone sent shockwaves through the fan base. A few rappers went silent. Others started quote tweeting with damage control. But one response stood out. A viral Bronx rapper clapped back, "We did more for his name than you. Stop acting like y'all was there." Melly replied with a photo of her on the prison visit list. Silence followed. That post got deleted minutes later, but not before it was screenshotted and spread across blogs like wildfire. Just when things couldn't get more chaotic, a now deleted Reddit post popped up claiming K's team was in emergency meetings with Columbia after leaked paperwork suggested a confidential informant had been identified. Oh, and the post claimed K's team was preparing to file a motion in federal court, but not to fight his charges. Supposedly, it was to push for a sealed release to keep things from getting violent on the outside. That post had no source, but insiders whispered that it wasn't entirely fake. Adding fuel to the fire, a video surfaced from an underground studio in Jersey showing one of K's ops dissing him by name. The timing couldn't have been worse. The disrespect, blatant. But here's the twist. Someone in the background says, "He out already." That one line launched a new theory, that K-Flock had already been released quietly under supervised location monitoring and was planning a surprise return. The clip was grainy, but people slowed it down, filtered the audio, and claimed it matched the voice of someone close to K. Within hours, hashtag K-Flock Home started trending. People posted fake sightings, AI-generated photos, even deepfake TikToks of him walking through Times Square. It was mayhem. Some fans believed every word, others called it cap, but the attention, unmatched. Even Spotify playlists started updating. K's profile got 3 new editorial placements out of nowhere. His monthly listeners spiked. Label reps stayed silent. Blogs reached out. No one would confirm if the placements meant new music was dropping or if something bigger was coming. And then, just as everything was reaching a boiling point, a trusted DJ, someone who used to spin K's earliest records, posted a throwback video of them in the studio, laughing, but the caption said everything. "They ain't ready for what's coming. I just heard the unreleased joint." Oh, he talking real spicy, you white. That post alone made one thing clear. Something's coming, but the industry's real quiet now. Too quiet. And when the music stops, that's usually when the real drama begins. Because somebody's been leaking, somebody's been hiding, and somebody might be coming home way earlier than they're letting on. The question is, who's scared of K-Flock coming back? And what happens when he finally speaks? 3 days after the "He Out Already" clip hit the internet, everything changed. You could feel the tension across the Bronx. Artists started canceling studio sessions. A well-known producer posted switching locations for a few on his story with a zip-lipped emoji. Club promoters in Manhattan even got nervous. One leaked screenshot showed a group chat with a club owner saying, "No Bronx sets this weekend. I'm not risking it." And that's how real it was. The rumor that Kay Flock had quietly come home wasn't just internet talk anymore. People in the city were acting like it was true. Then came the biggest twist yet. On a random Thursday morning, Kay's official Instagram account, silent for over a year, liked a post. Not just any post. A fan edit of him walking out of jail with a voiceover saying, "The industry been quiet without you." People lost their minds. The post racked up 300,000 likes in under 2 hours. His IG story then flashed with just 3 words. "We back soon." No video, no face, just text in red letters over a black screen. Now here's what got people really speculating. A few hours after the story went up, a known Kay affiliate went live from what looked like a hotel suite. Designer bags on the floor, chains laid out. And in the background, a blurred figure with braids and a hoodie. The comments exploded. "Is that Kay? Ain't no way they hiding him in plain sight." But just as it started gaining traction, the live cut out. Page disabled. Gone. The streets said too much was moving too fast. That same night, B-Lovey posted a tweet that sent the timeline into full-on meltdown. "We was brothers till the paperwork dropped. No name, no tag, just pure venom." But fans knew exactly who he was talking about. Minutes later, an old screenshot surfaced from 2024 court filings. Highlighted text, a name blurred out. The words testimony, cooperation, and prior knowledge stood out. No one could prove who it was. But the internet didn't care. They started making connections. A fake tweet started circulating. Hero claiming Kay had already confronted the person who flipped, and that a studio session turned into a shouting match. While the tweet was fake, insiders say a heated confrontation did go down recently. One engineer who was allegedly present told a friend, and that friend leaked text saying, "I thought they was gonna fight." Kay stood up and said, "You said my name for free?" Nobody's saying who he was talking to, but the Bronx got real quiet again. Then came the second shocking twist. Kay's mom went live, and she never does that. Teary-eyed, sitting in a parked car, she spoke directly to the camera. "They using my son. Some people act like they love him, but they making money while he's not even home yet. He told me not to say nothing, but I'm tired. This ain't what he wanted." The comments were insane. Some fans felt for her. While others asked if she was confirming the release, but her next sentence changed the whole vibe. He said if anything happens to him before he speaks to y'all himself, just know it was somebody close. That line alone sent shivers through the fan base. Blogs clipped it instantly. YouTubers did breakdowns. One video titled "Kay Flock's Mom Exposes Industry Snakes" hit 1 million views overnight. And yet, while this emotional storm brewed on social media, behind the scenes, Kay's numbers were climbing. Spotify hit 6 million monthly listeners. Old freestyles hit trending. A viral TikTok trend started where kids lip-synced his old lines while wearing jail jumpsuits. One video got over 12 million views. Even rappers from outside NYC started tapping in. Lil J posted a photo throwing up Free Flock, and Polo G reposted a throwback pic with the caption, "Honored 2026 might come sooner than they think." That's when the Columbia situation came back into focus. Insiders claim a new 360 deal is already drafted, but here's the kicker. It's not in Kay's name. Allegedly, the label is structuring the contract under a holding entity, one they control, so they can protect the brand in case things get messy legally. Translation, they're prepping to own everything tied to his comeback, whether he approves or not. And guess who leaked that? Someone from inside the label. A blurred out phone screen landed in a private Discord server with details of a contract clause titled post-release monetization. That clause essentially allows Columbia to drop music derived from unreleased sessions and archival materials without direct approval. Yo, that explains why a mysterious Kay Flock single suddenly popped up on Apple Music, for 2 hours before vanishing. Twitter erupted. People were tagging the label, demanding answers. The single, titled Get Right Part 2, was a sequel to a track Kay never released. Some fans swear it was AI. Others say it's real, from a 2022 session that was never supposed to drop. A few close Bronx producers denied involvement, claiming, "That ain't from us." Still, one insider said, "It's real. It was leaked on purpose to test demand." And demand? Yeah, it's insane, but this drama started tearing people apart. Kay's old circle is now fractured. Group chats have split. People who used to be seen together every day are now sneak dissing each other. One of Kay's closest day ones even unfollowed 2 major Bronx artists. A few hours later, he posted a story. "I stayed quiet long enough. When bro touched down, y'all gonna have to answer." That night, another twist. A text message thread leaked between K's cousin and someone at the label. It shows the cousin begging for transparency, saying, "Why y'all playing with his name like this?" The reply, "You know how this works. We need to build the rollout. If he says the wrong thing too soon, it hurts everyone." That message alone confirmed what we've been suspecting. The label is controlling the narrative, drip-feeding info to keep the buzz alive while K's voice stays silent. Then finally, one last Instagram story shook everything. A blurry photo. Looked like a studio. You couldn't see much, just some mic stands, a laptop screen, and a figure with braids looking away from the camera. The caption? On's countdown starts now. Fans are split. Some believe it's all staged. Some think K-Flock's already home and being kept low for security. Others swear he's still inside, and this is the label manipulating the streets for clicks and clout. But one thing is crystal clear. The truth is being intentionally hidden, and when K finally does speak for himself, the industry might never recover. February 9th, 2026. The internet woke up to complete mayhem. A private IG story from someone directly connected to K-Flock, verified check, mutuals with half the Bronx drill scene, was screen recorded and reposted before they could delete it. Just a black screen with 4 chilling words. He already outside. Watch. That was it. No name, no voice. But the timeline went feral. Within hours, fans swore they saw K in the back of a black Escalade near Fordham. One clip showed a figure in a Moncler with the hood up, escorted by what looked like private security. Another angle, posted from a bus stop across the street, caught a flash of his face. Quick, just a few frames, but clear enough that people paused, zoomed, and started screaming, "That's him, he out." Still, no confirmation from his camp, no mugshot release, no legal statement. But then, things got even crazier. A girl who used to post with K before he got locked went live from a high-rise balcony, music playing in the background, new drill beat, unreleased. In the reflection of the glass door behind her, a man standing with a hoodie pulled tight and chains on. You could see the Yankees fitted. You could see the tattoos on his hand. Someone screen recorded it and dropped it in a Reddit thread titled "K-Flock is home confirmed." Mods tried to shut it down, said it was too dangerous to speculate, but the clip already had 250,000 views in 6 hours. Fans started pointing out that the room she was in matched the exact suite posted by another Bronx rapper days earlier. And just like that, the story unraveled in real time. A manager tied to K's label got cornered by paparazzi outside a lounge in Soho. They asked, "Is K-Flock out? The street's saying he's moving around already." The manager laughed nervously and said, "You know I can't talk about that." Then, here's the part that went viral. He whispered to someone next to him, "Why the fun? Didn't we lock down his socials?" That moment hit TikTok. Someone slowed the audio, played it backward. Walmart made a whole conspiracy video that hit 4.5 million views in 24 hours. Then boom, the silence finally cracked. K's best friend, who'd been radio silent for months, posted a 2-word tweet, "Clear the smoke." Right after that, he dropped a carousel of photos, no captions. First pic, a microphone. Second, a close-up of chains. Third, a group huddled in a booth, blurred. Fourth, the reflection of a man holding a phone, covered face, tattooed hands. Fans matched the tat. It was K's, no debate. But what came next sent shockwaves across the industry. A secret FaceTime call was leaked. Someone screen recorded their call with K, voice blurred, but the audio crisp. He was heated. "You let them drop my vocals without clearance? You let him hop on the hook? You think that's love? That's betrayal, bro." The person on the other end kept saying, "Oh, we had to. The label threatened to shelf you. I held it down, I swear." K snapped back, "You held it down while I was sitting? Nah, you folded. Wait till I touch down for real. It's up. That call was private. It was never meant to leak, but it did. And now the streets know there's beef inside the inner circle. Even worse, 2 major Bronx rappers, formerly close to K, posted subliminals within minutes of the leak. One wrote, "He forgot who kept his name alive." The other said, "Some people get too hyped when they hear they got fans. Don't forget who fed your moms." Suddenly, everyone was taking sides. K's cousin Maylee went off again, this time posting, "Y'all keep lying on his name. Wait till he speak. Y'all look goofy out here chasing clout off his situation." Then, a third shocker dropped. A mysterious page called at F10CK Files appeared on Instagram. 0 followers. But it started posting screenshots, videos, and receipts tied to K's old crew, DMs from 2023, money transfers, studio invoices, even footage of artists talking greasy behind K's back in rooms they thought weren't being recorded. Some of it might be fake, some of it too real. But one clip in particular, it rocked the fan base. A known rapper who had always claimed free flock energy was seen in a FaceTime call laughing about how K was gonna come home and have to start from zero. He said, he gonna owe everybody. Ain't no way he's still running this. The comments under that post were savage. People calling for blackballing, fans crying betrayal. The family was left divided. Then something happened that nobody expected. In the middle of the chaos, K's actual voice returned. For real, no AI, no studio leak. A new voice note dropped on the @F10CK files page. Clear, emotional, unfiltered. Y'all really think I forgot who was there and who switched? I watched everything. I got calls. I heard y'all lives. I know who ate off my name and who ain't send me $1. The moment I'm really free, we gon' separate the real from the rats. His tone? Cold. Calculated? Not loud, just dangerous. The kind of calm that only comes before a storm. And still, there was no mugshot, no paperwork, no legal source confirming his exact status. Just clues, whispers, moves being made in the shadows. But behind the smoke, the picture's getting clearer. K-Flock may not be home in the traditional sense, but he's definitely out of reach, hidden, moving, and watching. One promoter in the Bronx said he was told to clear the schedule for late March. No explanation, just get ready. It's going to be big. Meanwhile, his team is reportedly preparing something explosive. A full-on visual album with voiceovers from K explaining everything. Raw footage, unreleased songs, direct messages read out loud. Allegedly, it's being edited in secret and only 3 people have the footage. The plan to release it without warning. The label scrambling. Insiders say Columbia wanted to build a slow rollout. K's team? They're planning a coup. When one insider was asked about the timing of everything, they replied, he's already home in spirit. Now it's about control and revenge. So now we wait. The drama's only getting deeper. The betrayals are piling up and the streets are holding their breath. Because when K-Flock finally steps back into the light and speaks on everything, the silence that follows might be the loudest sound the Bronx has ever heard. If you made it this far, you already know this story ain't over. K-Flock's release is turning into one of the most explosive rap dramas of the decade. And the craziest part, we still don't know who's really standing beside him and who's just using his name for clout. The silence from his label, the deleted lives, the secret DMs. This ain't just a rap comeback. It's a battlefield forming before our eyes. But now, I gotta hear from you. Do you think K-Flock is already out and being hidden by his team? Or is this a carefully orchestrated rollout to keep the hype alive? Who's the snake in his circle? And is the industry really ready for what he's about to say when he finally speaks? Drop your thoughts in the comments right now. I want to see what side y'all are on. Are you Team K all day, or are you starting to question the people around him like everybody else? And while you're here, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because this drama is only heating up. We got more leaked receipts, unseen videos, and insider audio coming real soon. I'm risking a lot to bring y'all this info before the blogs do. So show love if you want that unfiltered, behind the curtain look at what's really going down in the rap industry. Trust me, next week's drop is about to shake the game even harder.